What's going on, everybody? Cheers. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to this week's episode of With Her Two Hands, your weekly podcast where we celebrate the women who build, fix, and make the things that make the world go round with her own two hands. I am your host, Bogey, and I am very excited to be here at my Shop Girl Gang Garage tonight for a live in-person episode with tonight's guest. If you saw the pre-postings about this, our guest tonight, Gashaw Ahmed is a detailer at DriveTime, and she immigrated to the United States from northern Iraq. She has kind of dabbled in some different jobs and different trades and then found her way into automotive detailing and has made a career for herself there. And she's excelling rapidly. I'm thrilled to have her join us. And I got to meet her during the building of this car right behind me that is still in the works, obviously. If you're not familiar, this vehicle behind us is our current all-female build here at Girl Gang Garage, and it is in partnership with DriveTime, who is also one of our partners on this podcast, and this episode is brought to you in part by them. If you're not familiar with DriveTime, you definitely want to go check them out. I'm going to have a link to them down below, but they've done a lot behind the scenes to create opportunities for women in the trades, like through this podcast and through this build, but also within their organization, creating job opportunities for anybody and everybody who wants to learn, being willing to teach and create space for them. So we're really excited to have them as a partner. And before we dive into tonight's episode, I want to thank you guys for all being a part of this revolution, right? Being part of this journey to normalize women in the trades so that one day podcasts like this, shows like this are not necessary, that we don't need anything that specially focuses on women in the trades because we're just normal people who are in the trades who happen to be women, instead of the less than 10% across the trades, and in a lot of trades as low as 1 or 2%. So thank you guys for being a part of normalizing this, for celebrating these women, helping them have their stories shared and spread. Make sure you hit like, hit comments. Make sure you help spread the word. If you know somebody who needs to see this, needs to be inspired by an incredible woman working in the trades, make sure you pass this on, because it is together that we will make change, and it is together that we make the future a brighter place. So I thank you guys for being a part of that. And without further ado, I'm going to quit blabbing and invite Miss Gashaw Ahmed.
Hello.
Into the room.
Hi. My name is Gashaw. I'm the one. I'm the one and only. No, I'm just kidding.
She is the one and only, Gashaw.
Yes.
I'm very excited to have you here. Thank you for saying yes.
Thank you for having me. It's a wonderful. I think it's awesome to be in here right now. It's a big reward for me.
Awesome. I love that. I'm going to do something really quickly, and I'm going to fix your microphone.
Oh,
because it's like falling down. We're just gonna we gotta fix her. We got to fix her. Okay, wait, there we go. There we go.
Yes.
All right. If somebody in the comments could let us know if you can hear us both okay. These are, this is a new microphone setup, and we don't normally do these in person. So if somebody could give me a thumbs up, yay or nay, if you can hear us both, that would be super fantastic. If I don't hear from anybody, I'm just going to assume that you can hear us okay, because otherwise you'd probably be yelling at us in the comments right now. So Gashaw, would you mind introducing yourself to the lovely folks at home? Tell me your name, where you're from, what you do.
Hi, my name is Gash. Okay, I'm choking already. My name is Gashaw Ahmed, and I am from Northern Iraq. I've been here since 2004. I went to middle school and I graduated high school. I went to college for a semester, but I didn't like it. And now I work in DriveTimes.
All right, awesome. So we're going to dig into that a little bit more than just that gloss over of a story. So,
I know, just like
2004, you immigrated from Northern Iraq. Do you mind me asking how old you were?
I would say like 13, 14.
Okay, so you were a teenager.
I was. Yeah.
That's a tough time to I think that's a tough age to just change schools, let alone change countries.
Oh yeah, and speaking English, oh my gosh, it was hard, but I taught myself. Like I was like, you know what, if I want to learn something, I will learn.
So what brought you guys here? Do you mind sharing that?
I don't mind. My parents want for us to have a better life in here, better futures, you know.
So pack the whole family up.
Yeah. It was like that.
And you came to Arizona originally, or were you in other states before?
No, just Arizona.
Straight to Arizona. Why Arizona?
My oldest brother, he he lived here, so he lives there. So
Okay, so your
yeah,
older brother came here first.
yeah, from 1996, I believe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm always so curious, like, of all of the states in the United States that people can go to, like,
Mhm.
why Arizona? Like, why did he pick? Do you know why he picked Arizona? Or you were too young at the time to really know, huh?
I was too young to know. I didn't know. I was like, hey,
Okay.
look, it's different states. So
Okay.
yeah,
So you're 13-ish years old.
yeah,
Your parents come home and say, "We're moving."
yeah.
How did you feel about that?
That is it was. I'm not gonna say it was weird, but I liked it, and then because I didn't know, I didn't know speak English, and I had to go to middle school. I had to go to ESL class for that, and learn English and all that.
So you started learning once you got here.
Oh yes,
Oh my goodness.
yeah. It was hard.
Yeah.
I was like, I was a really teenager. I mean,
Yeah. You were a
17.
baby. You were a baby.
I was a baby. I'm still a baby, I guess.
We're all still babies. I mean, it's all a matter of
Yeah.
perspective, right?
Yeah. It does.
What? I don't know what that comment means.
5 by 5.
5 by 6, 5 by 5. I'm not sure what you mean, Brutus 350. I don't know.
I have no
I have
idea.
no idea. That's okay. Anyway,
good.
so you moved to the United States. You don't speak English. You're going to middle schools. You started out.
Yeah, it's 7th. Yeah.
That had to be such an intense experience for you.
It was actually. I didn't know it was Halloween at all. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. Like I'm literally serious. I did not know what's Halloween
Sure.
until I went to school. I learned what's Halloween, Christmas, and holidays. Like I didn't know anything about that. I learned all that in classroom, and I understood. I was like, okay, now I know what it is. As I turned to adult.
How long was it before you felt like, okay, I've got the language. I've got this down. Like I feel comfortable here. Or has that happened yet?
Well, wait. Actually, it took about like what 2008 or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you felt
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
That's significant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh gosh, it was. Yeah, I was like, okay, that's new because I didn't know a lot of things. I didn't know how to drive cars, and I'm not until
Well,
I
you were
learned.
a teenager. You weren't supposed to know how to drive a car yet.
Oh, when you turn 16, you could.
You were 13 when you got here.
No, I'm just messing. I'm just
I hope
kidding.
she didn't know how to drive a car at 13.
I don't know. I do not know.
I know in like farming country that's like normal, but like not here in Arizona.
No, yeah, no.
Is it normal in northern Iraq at 13 to know how to drive?
My younger brother started learning driving the car at 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
So young.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your whole family is here now.
Yes, except one of my sisters. Two of my sisters actually.
By choice?
Yeah. One of them she lives in Germany,
Okay.
and the other one lives back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get to go back at all?
I was
Do you have
there.
interest in going back?
I was there about December before I come back before the holidays.
Okay.
I went for a month and a half.
Okay. 'Cause you were pretty young when you left. Do you remember it like strongly?
Yes, and then once we landed in Phoenix at the airport, I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so nice in here!" But it was so hot. Like, hello. It was hot. Actually, it was really hot. It's worse
Is
than
it hot? Yeah. Is it hotter here or in northern Iraq?
They're same.
They're the same. Same like dry versus humid too. They're both dry climates.
The humid is worse.
It's more humid there.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. But I
Okay.
never go back in the summertime over there.
That's smart.
I'm not doing that.
That's
Okay,
smart. Nobody
I'm
should
okay.
come to Phoenix in the summer, and apparently no one should go to northern Iraq in the summer.
Yeah, I don't even want to go back anyways.
Good. All right. So you said you went to high school, you went to middle school, you went to high school here.
Yeah.
2008. So 4 years into being in the United States, you're starting to feel more comfortable with the language. You're starting to feel more comfortable here in this country. You started to go to college. Tell me what college was like for Gashaw that you didn't stay.
Okay. It was one semester, okay? Because a lot of classes was very hard. Like I want to take it English because English was easier for me. You know, I can pass it like with a finger since I started learning. Then it came math, and I was good at science class.
Okay.
I like science.
Okay.
science is the thing. I could go sit an hour in the TV, watch the science.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But math, oh my gosh. If you ask me, I'm not gonna answer any question about math. I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm okay.
So you just one semester and you're like, this is too much for me.
Yeah, because I was trying to work full time. So
Where were you working?
Albertson.
Okay, so you were working at Albertsons
Yeah.
while you were trying to go to college.
Yeah, and I start working as soon as I went to high school.
Okay, at Albertsons.
Yeah.
Okay, and what did you do there?
I was a clergy clerk actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you decide after one semester of college, that's not for me.
No, it was never for me.
So
And
what did you do then?
I just worked full times and
Okay, so you just dropped out and started working full time.
Yeah, that was it. That was my thing.
Okay.
But I'm trying to go back actually.
Are you?
Yeah, I want
Okay.
to. I want to. I really, really want to.
What do you think you'd study now?
I really want to study criminology, but now I'm thinking like, hey, how about I just study for cars, like
Okay.
a mechanic thing.
She's gonna become a mechanic.
I want to be a mechanic.
Yo.
Well, I'm not mechanic. I mean, kind of. It's like,
Are we gonna convert you?
yes.
We're gonna convert her to becoming a mechanic.
I love doing that. I'm telling you. When that day I took off those tires, oh my gosh, I felt powerful. I feel powerful. I loved it. Because I know how to do my oil change. And I got learned from that.
Yeah.
And rotate the tires.
See, this is why we do these things. We do these builds so that women can come and we can convert them.
Yes. And
that's really what it's
that's
about.
That's the only reason I want to go back, so I can learn more, honestly.
I love it.
I want to do that.
Interesting.
I really want to do that.
Okay. Yeah. When Gashaw came to the first day of the all-female build, DriveTime did a takeover, and it was what, like 15 of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 15 ladies came, and Gashaw was like so bubbly and so happy and so full of life and so like just, I don't know, having so much fun with it. I was like, yes, I love this. I love the energy. It's like everything that we hope for when I have people here at the shop to work on these cars, because you get introduced to something that you've not done before and realize that like, oh my gosh, not only can I do this, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I like the only reason, like, I really want to go to college so I can learn about the cars and mechanic stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I would take your class.
I think she's just saying this to butter me.
No, I swear. I want to do that. I really want to do that. I want to do that.
Criminology, auto mechanics.
No, I'm telling you, I was like, you know what? Should I go to criminology or auto mechanics? Then I was like, I'm always around cars, and why not just go to auto mechanics?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we skipped ahead a little bit here. So we want to go back. No, that's okay. This is good. No, this is good. So we want to go back to college now. Yeah. We're going to get you converted over to the auto mechanic side. I love this. But you do have a career in automotive right now. So how did you wind up where you're at doing detailing or in the automotive world? Like, how did you go from a supermarket courtesy clerk to finding a career, and that you excelled and that you were really good at detailing and making that your career path?
My brother's own his own shop, so he have a giant. So it's like your shop, but he rents cars to people's, like third-party rentals.
Okay, car rental.
Yeah, okay. So his rental place was close to rent-a-car center.
Okay.
And then I was looking for a job. Then we had the other manager. His name, I think, Walter.
Okay.
So my brother knew Walter, then that's how it made me apply in it. I was a Fox Rent-A-Car, I believe.
Okay.
So I applied in there, and I started doing like detailing in there and doing cars, and I was doing as much as I do it right now.
Did it start out just as like, I'm helping my brother because that's what you do for family? You help each other out kind of thing? Like he was helping you needed a job, you were helping him, he needed help.
Yeah, that was it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about it made it stick?
Oh my gosh, that's a tricky question.
Okay.
I guess it runs in the blood.
It runs in the blood. All right.
Once it's stuck in there, that's it. We're done.
I do feel that way about cars. Even if it's not like in your family, like you've got it in your family, clearly, right? But like even if it's not in your family, once you get involved in it, like I did not grow up around cars.
Yeah.
My family was not into cars. It is not in my blood.
Yeah. No,
but
but
once you get it in your bloodstream, like once you start doing it, then it's addictive, and it, like, I don't know. I feel like you either fall in love with it or you don't.
I really do. I'm telling you, I start falling in love as soon as I work in a rent a car. I was like, oh, cars, yes, let's do this, let's do that.
What do you like about it? I asked the hard questions.
I
y'all.
know. Let me thinking. I don't know everything. Like, just say, let's say, for example, your car's broke down somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
You got to know how to fix your own tires and
Okay.
change the tires. And,
True.
God forbid, one of family members got cars or need an oil change, you know how to do it. And all
Okay.
that.
So that's the mechanical side, though. But you got into detailing side. Like, what do you love about detailing, and why have you stuck with it after all of these years? Right? Because I feel like before this point, you were like the college dropout, right? Who didn't really know what you wanted to do.
I don't.
And you were working random jobs.
Yeah.
You were working at the grocery store, and then you were working to help your brother out, and then detailing comes along, and you've been doing that ever since.
Yeah.
So how many years now have you been detailing?
3 years and a half, I
Okay.
believe. Yeah, I started in August of 2022 or 2021. 2021.
Okay. And you started out at your brother's,
Mhm.
and then you've moved over to DriveTime, or was there another step in between?
No, there's a step in between. Actually, I was
Okay.
at Fry's. Then my
Okay.
older manager called me, and then I went to DriveTime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you did a little bit of back. and
Yeah.
forth. Okay. You came back to detailing. Why? Why detailing? What about it?
Because I like to have a see clean cars.
She likes to see clean
shiny
cars.
sparkle cars. Well, not sparkle, but it's just like nice cars. But if you're asking about my own cars, no thank you. I'm not doing that.
Okay, so it applies to detailers too. Like I know for mechanics, like my car is the last one to get maintenance.
Yeah.
It is the last one to get repaired. I feel like you should never ever buy a car from a mechanic, because it's like the shoemaker's children, right? Like the shoemaker's children go without shoes. The last thing we want to do when we get home is make more shoes, right? The last thing I want to do when I get home is work on more cars. So I never work on my own car. I didn't know it was the same for detailers. I kind of assumed in my mind that detailers love clean things, and so that you're going to be like obsessively clean on everything. I'm wrong, apparently. She's looking at me like I'm crazy. Your car is not.
No. Okay. Yeah. Be honest. Let me be honest. I would not touch my own cars. I would clean it once in a month. Okay. If you tell me I'm crazy, I'm crazy.
I mean, that's more often than I clean my car.
Yeah, once in a month. I mean, when it's rainy, dusty, I want to do that. But when you work on other cars, it makes me feel alive. Actually, it makes me make that car looks nicer. Like, oh, look at this. The other day, what was it? Last week I did a car. It was like full of trash. Oh my Lord, it was crazy. Then I took a picture before and after. I don't think I have it in my phone. Anyways. So I look at after, I was like, dang, I did that car. I literally did that car. Nobody else want to do it. I did it.
Right.
I did it. And that's why I fall in love with cars.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so interesting to me how, like, no matter what aspect of the trades you're in, whether it's detailing, whether it's auto mechanics, whether it's construction, whether it's whatever, it's like this, like that transforming process. I think that's like what is so magical, is like the taking something that's dirty and making it clean, taking something that's broken and making it fixed, taking something that's just a stack of wood and turning it into a building. Like that is just the coolest thing. And I think that's the thread that runs through all of the trades, is this like the feeling of satisfaction of like, look at this thing that I did.
Yeah.
Right.
But sometimes, like, when, like, let me tell you, if I see that car, if I clean that car looks like a whole different BMW. It's like a brand new, shiny, sparkly. Because like once I clean it, once I saw there's a scratch in it, I polish it. That polishing makes 10 times better.
Yeah. Do you have a preference? So there's interior detailing, there's exterior detailing, there's engine detailing. What's your favorite part of the process?
Interior detailing.
Interior. Interesting. Okay. Why so?
Oh gosh, your question is getting harder today.
I do. I ask hard questions. I'm sorry.
Help! No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. I like to joke around on this. I make other people laugh. I don't know. I'm just like, once, like I'm telling you, once you see a dirty stuff, oh gosh, the interior. Ugh.
I feel like interior is like a very transformative
Yeah.
thing. Like I don't like cleaning. Let's be honest. Like I'm just gonna put that out there and out myself real quick. My car is disgusting. I
Let me
live out of
detail
it.
for-
I I'll hire you to detail it. I'm not gonna just let you detail it.
For a happy
I'm-
hour, I'll do it.
Oh my goodness.
See, I'm paying for that.
I am not neat and organized. I am not clean. I don't enjoy cleaning. But occasionally, like we flip cars occasionally
Yeah.
here at Girl Gang Garage to kind of like help keep the lights on and stuff.
Yeah.
And there is something very satisfying about cleaning the interior, especially like you get a car that's got like for cold French fries and
Mhm.
dirt and crap everywhere. Maybe this goes back to your criminology thing.
Mhm.
Because like there's all sorts of stuff inside the car and you got to like put the pieces together and like figure out like what this person's life was like.
Yeah. Oh no, it is actually. You know what? But like some cars I see, the stains in the cars. It doesn't. Sometimes it takes all day to go away. But once you mix Omni Bright and X3 together, that stain will be gone.
Omni Bright and X3.
Yes,
Okay, guys, she's dropping the knowledge now.
Yeah, I'm dropping.
I don't know what Omni Bright or X3 is.
Omni Bright. It makes the stains like a. How you say this? Not make it go away, but it makes it like easier to clean off the stains.
Like dissolves it or breaks it up.
And X3, when you mix them together, it makes the whole thing look. It's like a brand new like this.
Okay, we need to get some of that here. You're gonna.
Well, you gotta contact the dealer. The dealer place. I want to do that. I really like. I'm telling you, if you got those, I will clean cars for you in here. Whatever you do, other people's cars, I'll be here for you.
Okay, what is the like grossest car that you've had to deal with, or like grossest situation or stain that you've been able to like?
There was a diaper in the car.
Diapers are the worst. I've had to deal with those as a mechanic too.
And there's socks, diapers, French fries. Oh my gosh. Oh, you name it, you have it in those cars. But when I see my sister's cars, I was like, oh, that's gross. Let me clean it for you.
So your family uses you to clean their vehicles?
Oh no. Give me $20, I'll clean it for you.
Okay, so this is like, listen up, guys. This is important.
Yes.
Charge your family.
Yes. That's how it is.
It's
supposed to be like that.
It is.
I know they're your blood, but who cares?
So many people give away their services to their family members for free, and they would laugh at me when I would say that I charge my parents full price. And I would say, like, if anybody wants me to succeed, it's my family and the people who love me, right?
Yep, exactly. That's the whole point.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you,
all right, charge your people, no matter what.
Yes.
But if you're only charging $20, you need to raise your prices.
$80.
That's better. Okay, that's
$80.
better. Okay.
There's wash, detailing, inside, shiny.
Okay, so we like interior detailing more.
Yeah.
What is your least favorite part of doing detailing?
Oh, vacuuming sometimes.
Vacuuming?
I mean, like, I know it's cleaning, but it's just sometimes my hands get numb, like my whole shoulders get numb.
Do you not enjoy doing the exterior prettifying is not a word, guys. I just made that.
We came up with that.
I just made that.
She came up with that, not me.
Yep. Do you not enjoy the exterior stuff?
I do, but when I start, like yesterday when I was doing like 6 cars or so, and in my head I was like, wow, I think I'm getting old for those kind of things now. But I love it. I mean, I know even you getting older for something, but you still love that thing. Like, I still love, like, I don't know. I like it. I like it. That's how it is.
Okay.
Cars are cars.
Okay. All right. So how did you wind up at DriveTime? How did that happen? Was it like a random one ad kind of thing? Did you know somebody?
No, it was just that my old manager, Walter.
Okay.
He told me
at DriveTime?
Yeah. He's like, hey, there's a job. They pay this much hours and you just have to detail. And I was like, what is detailing? I was like, hey, you remember we used to do that? I'm back, old chap. I was like, oh, yeah. And I applied. I went there and I started working there. And I was
was that your second time working for DriveTime? Because you left and came back?
No, I was like a year later, or 2
Okay.
years later, I left and came back. Oh,
Okay.
that was the first time.
Oh, that was the first time.
Yeah.
So you've always been doing detailing with
Yeah.
DriveTime.
Yeah.
Okay. And you didn't know what detailing was.
No, I didn't. I mean, I knew I did, but I didn't know exactly
And
how.
so how does that work? Because I think this is something that's really cool, and like not to turn this into a DriveTime
Yeah.
commercial, because that's not what this is about.
Yeah,
This is your
our
story.
story.
It is.
Just
This is your story.
yeah.
But I do think it's something that's really cool that DriveTime does, is to take people like yourself who don't have experience
Yeah.
in a thing and teach people how to do it. And I think so
Mhm.
many businesses these days, just in general, like we only want people with experience, right? We only want somebody who's got 15 years of
Exactly.
experience or 10 years of experience or whatever, and aren't willing. And then they wonder why they don't have anybody, right?
Yeah.
They're like, we can't find people, but they're not willing to train or teach. And so I really
There's more
love
people.
that DriveTime does that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there are there's lots of people who like Gashaw, right? Like on paper, if we're looking at like who are ideal people to become employees at car places,
Mhm.
might not think about Gashaw,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And yet she's great at it and she's excelling. And I think that's the important thing of like, I wish more shops and more companies understood this whole idea that like, you've got to be willing to train people and give people
Yeah.
that opportunity, because you never know who's going to fall in love with something and who's going to be great at it. And so I love that they do that.
Oh yeah.
So how did that training process work? You show up for like
They train you like, but no, actually, you know what? They train you for a week, but I learned I got learned for like 3 days or less than 3 days actually.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you get partnered with somebody who knew more than you to help
I
you?
did, and I was like, you know what? I don't want her anymore. She's too slow. I hope you don't hear me, you out there, but I am. I'm sorry, but you were too slow. I mean, they always trying to put me.
She
with
thought her trainer was too slow.
Yeah,
She's got no shortage of sass.
I
Right
don't.
here. No shortage of sass.
No, I mean, look, I like fast-paced environment, honestly.
Okay.
If you want to do something, you gotta do fast. Like but you have to know what do you do actually.
Okay.
You know, you gotta know how to work with it and clean it and all that. But me and my on my own fast zone. So
Okay. So the person you were partnered with to mentor you was too slow. You picked it up so fast.
Mhm.
So have you been mostly self-taught, do you feel? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Do you work as part of a team or do you work solo?
I work solo.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And how many cars a day are you doing?
I do six cars a day.
That's insane.
Sometimes 7.
Insane.
Yeah, it's easy.
And not in the air conditioning.
It's okay. I like the heat. It's a dry heat. Remember, y'all?
So is my oven, Gashaw.
Well, everybody's oven is
My oven is also a dry heat, and I don't like sitting in it either.
Oh gosh, it's so funny. I'm dead.
So okay, so you've been doing detailing now for 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
And August 20th. Yeah, that would be 3 years.
Do you feel like this is a long-term career path? Like, do you want to transition? I mean, you talked about transitioning to mechanical,
Yeah.
or like if you could do more. Like, what's your thought? What's your goal?
My goal, I want to be somewhere in management part.
Okay.
Yeah. I am getting in there. I'm trying to slowly try to it.
Okay.
I really want to, but it takes a step. So
Yeah.
you know, it's just you gotta go step by steps.
Okay.
You can't rush everything. It won't go overnight. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 3 years, and I can wait another 3 more years.
Okay. All right. I want to ask you a question and tell me, like, please feel free to always tell me to like.
Of course.
No, I don't want to answer that question. Okay. So, culturally, you talk about your brothers being in automotive. You have male family that knew how to drive when they were 13. As a woman, in your family doing automotive stuff, how has your family responded? How has your community responded to you doing this kind of work?
They're shocked, and they're like, "Oh, how come you do it?" I was like, "Well, you gotta know how to do it." I mean, they always telling me, I was like, you know, it's not for women. I was like, no, it does. Women could do it. Men could do it. Women could do more than man. It does, really. You could do, if I put my mind in through that cleaning, doing details and stuff, because I want to. I want to be there somewhere.
Yeah. Is anybody upset about you doing it in your family?
My parents did in the beginning.
What was their reaction?
Hey, why are you doing this? You should not do that. Go to different jobs. I was like, nope. I'm a hard-headed person, so I don't listen to nobody.
If you hadn't noticed this already.
Yes, I am very hard-headed. I am sorry, but I am. I say what I say. What comes in my head, I'll say it. I don't care.
So they were not thrilled, but they didn't stop you from doing it.
Nope.
Okay. Have they come around now?
Yeah, they come on, but they never bothered. It's like, hey, but like sometimes when I brag about like, I'm so tired, they're like, well, you choose that job. I was like, okay, I'll shut up.
I mean, they're not wrong.
No, yeah, but it's like when you like I go to bed early, so I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay. I like to wake up early. I'm early birds, I like to catch my worms sometimes.
There you go. I think it's really interesting that like cleaning in general is considered a feminine job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like being a cleaner, being a house cleaner, that is considered feminine.
Yeah.
But being a car cleaner or detailer is not considered feminine, and I find that fascinating.
Yeah, but
like just because it involves car, that is somehow now no longer a feminine,
no, it's
quote unquote.
There's nothing wrong with that, honestly. I mean, I see like less women like do clean cars and do other things, but like when I saw over here, like I'm telling you, it opened my eyes more, like more
opportunity.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, there is something out there for me, and I'm doing it. And I'm doing it. I will put my money into it. I'm telling you, I'm like the thing about me. If I want to do something, I will make it through. I will make it want to do it. I'll do it.
What would you say to other women who maybe like have no automotive experience? Maybe they've been doing something else, like you were, right? You were doing other career paths. You were doing other things with your life, and you were a little older when you got to automotive.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell other women who are in the similar shoes that you were in?
If you put your mind into it, you could do it. You could do it. Honestly, I mean, I'm telling you, it's out there, but you just have to try a little bit harder. But you got it. You're the strongest one. That's all.
You're so cute.
I know. I'm just like all over today.
No, you are the cutest.
I'm sorry. I'm all over.
No, you have nothing to apologize for. You are absolutely adorable.
But you know what? We're women. We could, if we put our mind into anything, we could do anything, everything, even automotive,
Absolutely.
even cars.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
We got this.
All right.
100%.
Okay, so when are we getting you back here to work on this car with us? She says this.
I know. I said, but sometimes I have a lot of things in my head.
So you do a lot of other stuff outside of work, right?
Yes, yeah.
So tell me about Gashaw outside of work.
Outside of work, okay, in the weekend, sometimes I go for a drive, or I go hiking.
Okay.
Gyms.
Okay.
Sometimes shopping. I mean, you gotta treat yourself, You work hard, you gotta treat yourself something.
Okay.
But don't ask about my nails, because I'm not doing that, because I clean cars.
Okay.
Okay. No, but yeah, but I'm out there. Like I want to go kayaking. I want to go see other places. I like to explore.
Okay.
I really love to explore places.
Okay. Yeah, you came straight from Iraq to Phoenix.
Yeah.
And have you lived anywhere else at all, or have you?
I lived in San Diego for 5 years.
Oh. She leaves this whole part out of the story.
I know. I'm sorry. Woohoo! Yeah, no. I.
What were you doing in San Diego?
When I was working in a rent car, I transferred my job to the rent car over there.
Okay.
So I was like 5 minutes away from the beach.
Oh, dang.
Every five, I had a break, and I'm all the way to the beach. I'll be back in 15 minutes. And I did that.
That sounds amazing.
It was nice out there, but it's expensive.
It is very expensive.
It's very expensive, and then it's just like, then we moved back over here.
Was that whole family moved there and came back, or just you?
Just me and my mom and dad.
Okay, you and your mom and dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still live with mom and dad. No,
There's
expensive out there.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I think that's so many. particularly like Americans are like, oh, you have to live alone. Like that's like
Yeah.
if you live with family, there's something embarrassing or shameful about that. But I really appreciate that in a lot of other cultures, like living with extended family
I still pay the rent though.
is a beautiful thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like it's
I
nice
don't
to
know.
have
Some
that
people
support
think like
system.
that. If you tell like, oh yeah, I live with my mom and dad, they're like, oh, okay. Okay, so what? I still pay halfway the rent, but I still work for it.
And you get the support of family,
Yeah, of course I
which is
do.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I love it.
How many people do you live with?
Just me and mom and dad.
Okay. Because when I talked to you about like doing this at home rather than here, she was like, "Oh
But
no, there's too many people."
but
You made it sound like there was like a whole
because like
gaggle of
my brother kids come over.
people. Okay.
That's like a whole daycare right there.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 3 brothers and 4 sisters, so I'm the baby at the house.
Oh my goodness.
And my mom
3
popped out
brothers, 4
7 kids.
sisters. You're the baby.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. And all but 2 live here?
Yes.
Okay.
All 3 my brothers lives here.
Okay. Are they all in automotive? You said one has the rental car company.
The one who owning the rental car, he just moved to Colorado about a
Oh.
month, like two weeks ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he want to expand his company.
Okay.
So yeah, my other 2 brothers, the younger and the middle one, he works for my oldest brother.
Okay, I got to ask you because I think this is like a thing.
Of course, yeah.
Because family and business and
Yeah.
working together is always a challenge. Like there are people who choose to work with family. Bless your hearts. I give you
Good
all
Lord,
sorts
no.
of props. You worked briefly for your brother.
5 months. Not a thrill. I'm gonna be honest out there.
Talk to me about why that didn't last.
I mean, look,
not to like sell your brother out. Right?
No, I'm
It's
not
just
selling
family's
him
hard.
out. No, I love him and bless his heart, like you said. But the thing is, like, if you work somewhere, you gotta give that person breaks, lunch, and times. I want that. I'm so used to that right now.
Mhm.
Like, if I go work in different jobs and they don't have this, I'm sorry, I'm out of here. I was like, look, I love you as a brother, as a friend, and all that, but I'm out of here. Bye bye.
No breaks.
No, there's no breaks.
I think that's probably the biggest challenge about working with family, right? Because like
Yeah,
family, I think we're not as strict about things, right? Like we know that when it's an employee and I'm paying a stranger to do a job, that I have to abide by the rules.
Yeah.
But somehow with family, we think, oh, like I can take advantage of you.
I don't like that.
Not that we should.
I don't like that.
No.
I don't like somebody taking advantage of you. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, good for you.
Yeah. No. I'm not gonna say that. I give it to myself. All right.
So I've been talking with Gashaw now for like about half an hour before we went live today, and like I have to say, when I first met you, I was like, she's so positive, she's so full of energy, she's so like optimistic and bubbly, and I love it. But I like kind of had the feeling I was like, she might be a little bit of a pushover. But y'all, when she talks about like, if you're not going to give me proper breaks, I'm out of here. Like, and I think that's great. Like we were talking about so many different scenarios in her life where she's like, no, this is not acceptable behavior. I'm not going to change who I am.
I'm never
for anybody else.
No.
I'm not going to stop doing the things that I love for anybody else. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody other than who I am.
Exactly.
I think that is such a powerful thing. And I love that it comes in this bubbly package, right? Like she's this bubbly, cheerful, always ready to make people laugh and tell jokes. But like underneath it all is that like, I am who I am and you're not going to change me and I'm not going to tolerate less.
Yeah. I don't like to change for anybody. Even if the men I love, I love you, I do, but I'm not changing that. I could be.
That felt very specific.
No, you know what I mean? No, I'm just saying in general, I see some people change for other person, but no, never change. The way you are, you are. Like everything have our own time, certain times, and like I don't know. It's just I am like when I get off from work, I go to gym, I go home, clean the house. 7 o'clock come around, I'm in bed. I'm like a grandma in bed at 7 o'clock.
Well, to be fair, you wake up how early?
4.
Okay, so the life of a detailer is you've got to be up early. Like, let's be clear.
Mhm.
So if this is something that appeals to you,
I got there today at 5 o'clock.
Oof.
I had my coffee in my hand, so that helps a little bit though.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it does.
I am not a morning person.
You're night owls. I know that.
I'm a night owl.
I wish I would be a night owl. I could never pass my day. I can't. One time I tried to sleep at 2 o'clock. It didn't happen. Oh, 9:30. I was out. I was like, whoa, that's my 2 o'clock. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Talk to me about let's see. Let's talk more about training at DriveTime.
Yeah, of course.
Did you go through like proper classes? Or was it mostly just mentorship and like partnering with people and like how did that work?
It was just partnering with people. Just you have
Okay.
to be with someone and teach you.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no class. Well,
Okay.
actually, they would teach you at the class at the computers. You know, they tell you how to do it and not do it.
Okay.
But I was like, I was like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna say. I was gonna say something else, but never mind. I'll just keep it that way
Okay.
before I get fired.
All right. And you work solo, but there's other people doing the same thing around you, right?
Yeah.
There's other detailers
Yeah.
who are working detailing. Do you
Yeah.
have like talk to me about how that dynamic works? Because you said that one of the things that you really enjoy is teaching other people.
I love teaching them. That's this is the thing. Like, I mean, when I'm deep down 3 cars, that person's still in one car until 11 o'clock. Oh, 12 o'clock. Dude, my guy, I'll help you. Please be in a rush. Because like sometimes we stuck with couple cars. Like we have a nasty cars, but the nasty cars are so nasty, but it's still like I'm gonna make sure that person go through that car all day. Because I'm saying, like yesterday, I did like 6 cars. I know none of them were easy, but they were like, "Oh, good job for doing that." I was like, "Yeah, but I'm like, I don't want us to be stuck in 17 cars and there's no cars later."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys work together ever to like tackle something really horrible or awful? Or is it mostly like purely solo?
Actually, I think it was 2022. There was a car. It was so dirty. Like 3 of us got tackled, and we started cleaning the whole cars. It was like a brand new. I think it was like a Fiat. Oh, those cars are horrible.
Why are they horrible?
Well, they were so dirty.
Oh, just that one.
Yeah, just
not in
that.
general.
No. I love Fiat.
Okay.
I would love to own one. Instead of that Corolla, I would love to own one.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Any so one of the things that I love to talk about
Of course.
is like we're all human, right? We all make mistakes. We all like that's how we learn. And I think often on social media and in podcasts and in like just life, right? We only show people our best side. We very often don't show them our mistakes. But it's really important to share our mistakes so that other people are like, oh, it's not just me. I'm normal. Everybody else makes mistakes too, right?
Yeah.
So what is your biggest screw up on a car?
Oh my god.
And how did you fix it? Because that's how we learn the most, right? Like we learn by screwing up. At least that's how I learn. If somebody teaches me it, I learn it, kind of. But if I screw it up and then I have to fix it, then I really learn it.
Oh, actually, I think it was like I think it was like a last year. I think I was driving, like those poles standing at the drive, like in under the shade. Anyways, I didn't know I hit myself at the pole. Like
you hit the pole?
Oh yeah. I wasn't drunk. I promise. I was just me. I don't know why. Everybody like, "Oh, are you drunk?" I was like, "No, it's just the caffeine and kicking in my body." It was the caffeine. And
we're gonna blame the caffeine.
Yeah, and I was gonna blame the caffeine anyways. So, they were like, "Oh, we can fix the what was it?
It'll buff out."
Yeah, the buff out, but that buff out didn't work. Guess what? I had to go do a drug test.
Oh, geez. Well, yeah. I think that's pretty normal.
I was like, no, that's not fair. And they were like, it's okay, it's normal. It happened to all of us. I was like, yeah, not me. Not me, really. I'm not like that. They were like, it's okay, Gashaw, you can get through. I was like, no. And suddenly the whole shop knew I messed that up. I was like, okay. Even some other people make a mistake. I'm not the only person.
No, nobody. You are definitely not the only person to make a mistake.
But it was just so embarrassing. Sometimes I think about it. I was like, How come I didn't see that coming? What's wrong with me? But I can get it.
I love that she says it with a smile, guys.
I love smiling. Hey, smile it's a medicine. It's a good medicine.
How do you stay positive and keep this energy? Like, I know life is not perfect,
No, it's not. No,
right? Like,
no.
I know that there's challenges, and I know there's times when like things are not what we want them to be. So how do you keep this positivity going in your life?
I think of the good stuff to make it positive. Like I know it sometimes I have a bad days, but then I remember something. I was like, hey, I remember that. Ha ha ha. So I make my own self laugh, and I make other person in front of me laugh. Like how I make you laugh. You gotta stay like that. I mean, like I'm telling you, for some certain reason, when you go to work, don't ever take that positive negative stuff to work. Honestly, I always said that. I told my other manager. She was like, "Gashaw, I love that how you come to work and tell everybody don't bring you shit over here." I was like, "Well, that's how I am."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's infectious. Like, I think you're absolutely right. Like, laughter is 100% the best medicine. We hear that, like we're told that, but you are such a living example of that. You bring
Thank
you bring such joy. Like, I can't even begin to explain, guys, during the all female build. Like, her laughter made everybody else happy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It did. Like, it's infectious, right? Like, it's
Oh
a
my
beautiful
gosh.
thing, and I hope you don't ever lose that.
Oh,
And I
thank you.
love that you have found your calling in such like an unexpected place
Yeah.
with detailing, and I'm excited that she wants to move into the mechanical side of
I
things.
do. I want to get
And
Hey, spooky season around us, okay?
I know.
It's really around us. I'm excited for Halloween because Halloween's my favorite holidays. How about
Okay.
you?
So when you first moved to the US, you didn't know what Halloween was, and now it's your favorite holiday. Why is Halloween your favorite holiday?
I can get more candies. I can be still childed in the back of my mind, and I can still be one.
That was not the answer that I expected.
But I
Because I
gave you
get
one.
more candies.
Yeah, I love candies. Well,
Do you get dressed up for Halloween?
I did when I was like in 15, 16 anymore. I just wear the random t-shirts.
You don't get dressed up anymore?
No, I really want to, but I don't know. I'm too old for that.
Okay. Nope. Intervention. You're never too old to dress up.
I didn't know
This
that.
from the woman who says, I'm never going to stop being me for anybody else.
I didn't stop being me.
You're
but
never too old to dress up.
I don't know. I just can't find a nice costume sometimes. Or I can just buy a fake wig, and
You're never too old to dress
I
up.
love
guys.
being witch and Halloween stuff.
Okay. There we go.
I love being witch and
All
Halloween.
right. Halloween's her favorite. I
Yeah.
love it.
And so it's Christmas though.
They can't both be your favorite.
Well, not favorite. I just love Christmas. Not because I receive gifts. I just like to give gifts.
All right. Okay. We're getting close to our wrapping up time.
No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
She thought that she was going to be all shy, and now look at her. She doesn't want it to end.
I know.
All right.
Thank you.
So, what I always like to end things on,
Of course,
is if you had the opportunity to go back and talk to little baby you, the younger version of Gashaw, back in Iraq. And it doesn't have to be about career. It doesn't have to be about automotive. It can be, if you want it to be. It can be about anything. What are your words of advice to her, to another little girl in Iraq right now? Or just another little girl like you who maybe just got uprooted by her family and moved to the United States and doesn't know anything like what Halloween is? What are your words of advice to her?
I would say stay kids. Don't grow up. Beth. I thought. No, really, I think of it time to time. I was like, I wish I could go back and tell myself, don't grow up too fast. Stay in same, maybe teenage years. That's the only time. Like the time still standing. Like don't grow up, and you don't have to worry about bills.
I feel like that's something that hasn't come up often in advice to our younger selves, and I think that's a really beautiful one. I think I can imagine, like, I know I was in a rush to grow up fast, right? And I can imagine the position that you were in as a teenager, dealing with a whole new country, a whole new language, a whole new culture, a whole new everything, that the desire to hurry up and grow fast was probably, or the pressure to grow up fast was probably really strong. And God, I agree with you. I wish I could go back to my younger self and be like, it's okay. You don't have to grow. You got your whole life to be an adult.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, it's just like sometimes like, gosh, I wish I should stay in high school, because I mean, like when you grow up in certain ages, you could have more responsibility to do. Like, I mean, now I live with my parents and I take care of them. Like, I clean the house. Well, I don't cook. Okay, I'm gonna be honest out there. I'm not a cooker, but I can detail the house for you from top to bottom. That's
details cars, details houses.
I love doing that. That's my motto.
It's the same thing. Like, why is it that cleaning houses is considered feminine, but cleaning cars is considered masculine? It's the same thing.
It is the same.
It's the same skill set.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I went home yesterday. I didn't eat. Like after the gym, I was like, I'm gonna clean the house today because I am not gonna leave it like that.
Is that your stress relief?
Yes. Actually, hiking is more my stress relief.
Okay.
Yeah. Hiking and gyms, both of them. But when I clean, it makes me feel cleaner. I do take a shower.
That's good to hear.
No, I clean myself. No. I'm serious. Like out of all that, but it's just like I like to do it. It's a thing. I'm used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So words of advice from Gashaw: stay young, don't grow up.
No. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. I would take any day back from being younger. I mean, like teenagers. I really do.
We take it for granted.
I really did. My niece she's gonna be she's going to high school next year. I was like, well, I'm gonna be 35 in next year. So
she's only 35. She's still a baby.
I know.
She's still a baby.
I don't feel like a baby.
I know.
Really.
Well, you've had your fair share of experiences.
Yes.
Like you have been through some stuff in your life.
Life is not easy, but when you grow up and do other things and have your own jobs and focus on a career, we all have like you said, we all have a difficult times, but we'll get through this. Like we can stick together and we'll get through this.
Absolutely. I love it. Community is everything, and laughter is everything, and I love your story.
Oh, thank you.
Your journey is a fascinating one.
Oh, thanks.
And I'm so grateful that you said yes to being a part of this, and that I get to meet you as part of this build. And
we're gonna get through this.
Yeah, we're gonna get her back onto this because this, everything that you talked about, like community and knowing that you can get through and knowing that you can figure it out, like all of that is in these builds, right? These all-female builds are about proving that you can do anything you set your mind to, right? Like early on in this interview, you talked about like anything that you set your mind to, you can do. That's what this is about. Like, even if you have no skills, even if you have no talent, if you've never been exposed, even if you're a little 13-year-old girl who gets uprooted and brought into another country, not knowing the language, like you can figure it out, you can get it done, you can make it possible. No matter how small that thing is or how large that thing is, if you set your mind to it, you can do it. And I'm so grateful for you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I loved it. Can you do it again?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to be in an interview.
No, but we can work on the car again.
Yes, I can work on the car.
And we can hang out again.
Yes, I love hanging out.
We're going to convert her over to the mechanical side. We're going to, sorry, DriveTime.
Oh, no.
You can be a mechanic for DriveTime still.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
That's too much around all those boys. I want to be around a woman. I know what I mean.
Oh, that's interesting.
No, it's not
working around women is different. Working around women in the shop is very different than working around men. It's a different thing.
Because
it's hard to explain because they're all sloppy. She's going to have a harsh reality when she realizes that I am also very sloppy. All right.
No, I told you, just call me. I'll be here and clean for you, and then I can go bounce.
Oh
I told you. I'm serious. Like I'm dead.
She doesn't know, but I'm going to take her up on this. All right. We're going to let you guys go. Gashaw, thank you so very much for coming and being part of this and sharing your story.
I'm so glad to be here, and I loved it, and I want to be here again, and we can work on the cars, and we can work on the other things if you want me to.
I love it.
And once again, thank you for a wonderful day, and I loved it. And every
I love it. And I'm
Alright.
so grateful that you found your way to the automotive world.
Thank
It might have been
you.
coincidence and strike of luck, but like
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out. And folks at home, thank you guys so very much for hanging out with us, spending part of your
Thank
week with
you.
us. I hope you enjoyed meeting Gashaw and getting to know her a little bit more. Links to DriveTime are down in the description below, and I will also include a link for how to get involved in the all-female build. So if you are a woman, whether you know anything about cars or not, you are welcome to come and participate in the build. And if you're not a woman, but you know a woman, which I'm
Know
pretty
a
much
person or two.
right, like which I think is pretty much everyone, right? Like either you're a woman or you know a woman. So that's
Yeah,
everybody.
exactly.
Spread this out and let people know about it. The opportunity to come participate in the all-female build is open to everybody, whether you know nothing about cars or whether you're 20 years of experience. So the link down below, go share that, check that off, come check us out. And until next time. Oh, wait, this is big. This is big, guys. This is very important.
Uh-oh.
Next week, if you didn't notice, this was episode 199.
You're gonna get 200 episodes.
199, which means next week
It's
is our
200
200th episode,
Woohoo!
which is huge. It is our
It's beautiful.
200th episode starting on next week. Next Wednesday is our 200th episode. So make sure you tune in. We're going to do something special for it. I can't believe it's been 200 episodes already, but I'm not going to blab too much about that because we're going to talk about that next week. I appreciate all of you guys for being here every week, for being a part of the change and normalizing women in the trades. I've got a reminder from the comments to mention the fundraiser. We are always accepting donations here at Girl Gang Garage to help us continue to do these all-female builds and to keep creating these opportunities, right? Women who want to come and participate, like Gashaw, are not charged for the opportunity. We want the barriers of entry to be really low. So there's enough barriers of entry for women, right? There's family and friends and people who don't want us in these career paths. And so the barriers of entry are there. Here at Girl Gang Garage, we keep those barriers of entry low, which means we don't charge people. And we rely on the kindness of strangers and our followers and our supporters to help make that possible. So you can, on the Girl Gang Garage website, there is a donation link where you can help us support the cause and help us continue to do these projects that teach women, connect women with each other, and also create, beautiful gift, paying it forward, right? Like this car is going to a nonprofit that serves disadvantaged, homeless, pregnant women, right? So like women who need support. So women helping women. So we are always accepting donations. And of course, Maggie's Place, which is the recipient, the nonprofit that this van is going to, they also are regularly accepting donations to help their cause. So we appreciate any help or any generosity if you're willing to donate to either Maggie's Place or to Girl Gang Garage. And even if you're not able to, we understand. We appreciate your support by spreading this episode, sharing this podcast series with your friends and family, with other people who should see it, people who need to see that women excel in these career paths, or just other women in these career paths who might need a little inspiration to know they're not alone. So thank you guys for being a part of all of this. And of course, big thank you to DriveTime for training her, for bringing her into the automotive world, for bringing her into my shop. So I got to meet her, and for being a huge supporter of this podcast and of
we could do it.
Yeah, we can do anything.
We could do anything we want to.
We sure can.
Oh, heck yeah.
We can, and so can you.
Yep.
So thank you guys.
Have a great night.
Yes. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, gosh.